Yo, check.
Yo.
Yo, you know what's funny?
What?
We've never done this, so who does the intro?
You. I think you.
What's happening, guys? Miami here with Joey Sturgis.
That's right. What's up?
And
We've never been in a video together before.
Never, not one time. But here we are posted. You know, we actually see each other relatively often. We just somehow have never been on camera in a video for JST. But today we are. So what are we doing today, Joey?
We are reviewing the top 10 best breakdowns of all time.
Ever. All right, so this is the way this is gonna go. If we mess with the breakdown, if it's actually hard, if it's got the grit, if it makes me want to get up and actually start moshing, we're gonna give it a splash. We're gonna literally splash in this pool right here. We're gonna make some waves, because you're making waves in the music scene. If not, we're gonna give you a pass. We're gonna keep going on. So this is gonna be a tough one for some people. Don't get your feelings hurt. We're just gonna tell the truth how we feel in this video.
That's right. Let's go. Run it.
First up, we got Chelsea Smile by Bring Me the Horizon. One story I want to bring up about this, I remember the first time I saw this, I want to say it was like 2009 era. That was like Suicide Season. Ollie Sykes was leaning out into the crowd and some dude jumped up in the air and just slapped this dude straight in the face. And he was just like, and like 3 security guards grab him and they're pulling him out. And he's like, it doesn't matter, I got him. Anyways, let's see if that breakdown is as hard as that hit was. Yeah, okay. Yeah, this gets a splash, gang. This gets a splash, you know what I'm saying? It's got whirlpool vibes. Oh wait, hold up. Okay. That obviously got a splash, but I gotta say one more thing about this because that breakdown sounds real familiar to another breakdown that came out around that time. It was called Sassafras by The Devil Wears Prada. And wait, who produced that again? I'm trying to remember. What's that? Was it me? I think that was you, right? Okay. You guys can say what you want. Look at the dates and see when things came out. Let's listen to that one and compare. Even the hits. All right. So I mean, I guess those two could fight it out for a place. You know what I'm saying? Because those, it's the same breakdown, bro. It's the same breakdown. You know.
All right, next up, we got Circle With Me by Spiritbox. I don't have a story for this.
I think this was included in my top 10 breakdowns of last year or the year before.
The list. Coming in at number 9 and very well deserved, Spiritbox, Circle With Me.
But let's take a listen to it together. Know what I mean? See if it still gets the splash. I mean, obviously that one gets a splash. That's probably one of the best breakdowns we've heard in the last few years. Spiritbox has been killing it with it. I'm trying to think that's my favorite one by them, period. How'd you feel about it?
It goes hard, real hard.
All right, next up, this is a classic in the grindcore stage. We're talking about Waking the Cadaver, chased through the woods by a person.
There are no typical murderers. Some plan their crimes meticulously, while others kill on impulse.
All right, this one has classic memes all over the place. You know, the Bert and Ernie meme that they do with that, the like blast beat after where their heads are just like this, and you have just a million things. But splash or pass on this one?
Pass.
All right, we got a pass.
I mean, it's a good breakdown. It was slapping hard when it came out, but these days, I don't know. It doesn't get a splash from me.
I'll say the breakdown doesn't get a splash. The snare kind of might, because that piccolo snare sound that they had during that time, like, that is why people wanted to use a piccolo snare for a long time and all of this stuff.
The combination of a piccolo snare and a pig squeal is just uncanny. Like, you can't break that. That's like peanut butter and jelly.
All right, next up on the list, we're going to be doing Despised Icon MVP. Do you know Despised Icon?
Yeah, they're like that deathcore Canadian band that's kind of invented the genre.
I mean, okay, so, all right, this breakdown to me, I don't know if you've heard this one, is the heaviest breakdown of all time. I don't think there's a better break. This is just my personal thought. So y'all already know I'm splashing with this one, but I'm curious to see what you think about it. Despised Icon MVP coming up. All right, what are your thoughts on Despised Icon MVP?
That breakdown never ends, but it goes. It definitely splashes.
I gotta say, I've seen people's teeth knocked out to this song. I've seen the biggest stage dives I've ever seen in my life. One time, didn't Adam from Oceano came out? They were on tour and he came out and did like the whole breakdown with them. We should insert a clip of that because that was crazy. That was like insane. Those are like two of the best vocalists right there. The craziest thing about that Despised Icon breakdown is like right before it all breaks out, there's just that random sub that just hit out of nowhere. And speaking of subs, make sure you hit that subscribe button, like button. Yeah, now you got to see the transition game in real life. Transition game, still crazy.
All right, the next one is A Day to Remember, The Downfall of Us All.
Classic.
And this one was produced by Andrew Wade, right?
Correct.
And like recently made a resurgence through, if I'm not mistaken, I think it made a resurgence through like a viral meme on TikTok with a DJ guy mixing it up with like Busta Rhymes, and it's like so if you haven't seen that meme, go find it. Busta Rhymes, and it's like let's go! All right, what you think? Splash or pass?
I got to pass. And A Day to Remember was my favorite band from around 2004 when A Plot to Bomb the Panhandle came out. The reason why I got to pass on this one is this is when they entered into that like pop mosh territory versus having that perfect hybrid blend that I used to like. I've been there since For Those Who Have Heart. You know what I mean? That was like the album for me. So when I heard this the first time, I was not a super big fan of that song in particular, but I do know that it's legendary.
I like it. It smashes. It splashes. All right, next up, we got to do this one because I think everybody wants to know if we mess with it or not. This is Suffocate by Knocked Loose featuring Poppy.
I'm gonna just wait till later to say my comments on this one.
All right, let's listen. All right, what you think, man? Is that a splash or a pass?
That's getting a pass from me.
Yeah, why? Why's that?
Okay, people are just gonna feel how they're gonna feel about this. I was never a big fan of Knocked Loose when they came into the scene. I get what they're going for, but what it sounds like to me is bands from yesteryear that we're talking about in this video, like, oh yeah, that was cool for the time or whatever. They're like revamping that thing to me, and it just, I don't know, it doesn't hit. No offense to Knocked Loose, I think that their stuff is mixed really great. I go back and use it for references, but just not for me.
All right, that's going to be a splash for me simply because like a band was daring enough to put a reggaeton breakdown with a female screamer. Like everything about it is kind of like pushing the boundaries, I think, a little bit of the genre. And for music listeners in general, I mean, they were on Jimmy Kimmel, and it was like the comments online were the wildest like things I've ever seen in recent times in music. Like it definitely stirred a discussion. There were a lot of like people who didn't understand it, and that just reminds me of like Nirvana coming into the scene, or like, you know, rolling the Doors. Like once again, you know, 40, 50, 60 years down the line, we've been able to challenge the status quo, and this song did that, so that's why I give it a splash.
Dude, we've never done a video together. Should we hug right now? And just, it'd be funny to just end it just like that.